Have you ever wondered why Buddha is revered as the greatest teacher in history? Imagine a world where suffering is an inevitable part of life, yet one man discovered a path to ultimate peace and enlightenment. In this video, we unravel the secrets behind Buddha's extraordinary teachings, including the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, Vipassana meditation, and many other meaningful lessons and philosophies that have transformed the lives of millions over centuries. Our story begins with Prince Siddhartha Gautama. Born into luxury in ancient India, was deeply troubled by the suffering he saw around him. Sheltered by his father, he ventured outside the palace and encountered old age, sickness, and death. These experiences ignited his desire to understand and end suffering. At 29, Siddhartha left his princely life to seek enlightenment. After 6 years of extreme asceticism, he realized neither luxury nor deprivation was the answer. One night, he meditated under a Bodhi tree until he achieved enlightenment, becoming the Buddha, the Awakened One. After his enlightenment, Buddha shared his insights with the world through the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. These timeless philosophies form the foundation of Buddhist teaching, offering profound wisdom on the nature of suffering and practical guidance on achieving inner peace and enlightenment. The Four Noble Truths. The Four Noble Truths, providing a clear understanding of human suffering and the path to overcome it. These truths include the truth of suffering, dukkha, the truth of the cause of suffering, samudaya, the truth of the end of suffering, nirodha, and the truth of the path to the end of suffering, magga. The truth of suffering, dukkha. Life is inherently filled with suffering and dissatisfaction. This suffering can manifest as physical pain, emotional distress, or discomfort from change. Everyone experiences these ups and downs. Even the happiest moments can be temporary, leading to a sense of dissatisfaction. Think about a time when you were really excited about something, maybe a vacation or a new job. It was great while it lasted, but eventually, the excitement faded and you were left wanting something more. This feeling of wanting more and never being fully satisfied is what Buddha means by suffering. The truth of the cause of suffering, samudaya. Suffering arises from our desires and attachments. We crave things like success, love, and material possessions. When we don't get what we want, or when we lose something we love, we feel pain and frustration. Imagine you really want the latest smartphone. You save up and finally buy it, and you're thrilled. But soon, a newer model comes out, and you start wanting that one instead. This endless cycle of wanting more causes stress and unhappiness. The truth of the end of suffering, nirodha. It's possible to end suffering by letting go of our cravings and attachments. This doesn't mean we stop enjoying life. It means we stop letting our desires control us. Think about a time when you finally accepted something you couldn't change, like a breakup or a job loss. Once you let go of the desire for things to be different, you probably felt a sense of peace and relief. This is what it means to end suffering. This state of liberation is called nirvana, a profound peace and freedom from the cycle of birth and rebirth. The truth of the path to the end of suffering, magga. Buddha provided a practical guide called the Eightfold Path to help us reduce suffering and live happier, more balanced lives. It's like a roadmap to inner peace and fulfillment. Exploring the Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path is central to Buddha's teachings, offering a comprehensive guide to ethical and mental development. It's include right understanding, comprehending the Four Noble Truths and seeing things as they truly are. Right intent, cultivating thoughts of love, compassion, and nonviolence, and letting go of desires and ill will. Right speech, speaking truthfully, avoiding harmful speech, and using words to promote harmony and understanding. Right action, engaging in ethical and compassionate behavior, refraining from harming others, stealing, or engaging in sexual misconduct. Right livelihood, earning a living in a way that does not harm others and is ethically sound. Right effort. Cultivating positive states of mind, such as kindness and compassion, and abandoning negative states, like anger and jealousy. Right mindfulness. Developing awareness of the body, feelings, and mind, and maintaining attention to the present moment. Right concentration. Practicing meditation to achieve mental clarity, focus, and insight. For instance, one of my friends, Sarah, felt lost and overwhelmed. Her job was stressful, her relationships were strained, and she often felt anxious. She discovered Buddha's teachings and decided to follow the Eightfold Path to find balance. Sarah began with right understanding, realizing her constant desire for more caused her suffering. She then focused on right intent, promising to be kinder and letting go of negative thoughts. With right speech, she stopped gossiping and began speaking kindly, improving her relationships. For right action, Sarah volunteered and helped friends, feeling happier and more fulfilled. She tackled right livelihood by leaving her stressful job for a charity role she loved, finding greater contentment. Sarah then focused on right effort, building good habits like exercising and eating healthier while breaking bad ones. Right mindfulness became her daily practice, staying present and reducing anxiety. Finally, she practiced right concentration, meditating daily to gain clarity and peace. Through the Eightfold Path, Sarah transformed her life, becoming more balanced, less stressed, and finding deep inner peace and joy. The Compassionate Teacher. A famous story illustrating Buddha's compassion is that of Kisā Gotami, a loving mother who was heartbroken when her only child suddenly died. In her grief, she couldn't accept his death and desperately sought a way to bring him back to life. Hearing about the wisdom of Buddha, Kisā Gotami went to him for help. She pleaded with him, asking if he could use his powers to revive her son. Buddha listened to her with great compassion and then gave her a task. He told her, "Go and find a mustard seed from a household that has never experienced death. Bring it back to me, and I will help you." Kisā Gotami felt a glimmer of hope and immediately set out on her quest. She went from house to house, asking for a mustard seed. Each family she visited was willing to give her the seed, but when she asked if they had ever experienced death, they all said yes. Some had lost grandparents, others, parents, siblings, or children. After visiting many homes and hearing many stories of loss, Kisā Gotami began to understand the true nature of life. She realized that death is a natural part of existence and that everyone experiences it at some point. This realization brought her a sense of peace and acceptance. Kisā Gotami returned to Buddha, empty-handed but with a heart full of understanding. She bowed before him and said,
"I now see that death is inevitable and that I am not alone in my suffering."
Buddha gently explained to her that by accepting the impermanence of life, she could begin to heal and find inner peace. This story teaches us that suffering is a shared human experience, and by accepting the impermanence of life, we can find peace and solace even in the face of great loss. It reminds us that letting go of our attachments and accepting life as it is can bring profound healing and understanding. This Buddha's compassionate approach made his teachings accessible and practical, allowing people from all walks of life to benefit from his wisdom. The teacher of mind freedom. Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of living in awareness and the present moment, free from rigid ideologies and ideals. He understood that fixed beliefs often create inner conflict and division, hindering personal growth and spiritual development. Instead, Buddha encouraged a flexible and open-minded approach to life, allowing individuals to experience true freedom and harmony. By letting go of rigid beliefs and embracing curiosity and exploration, we can remain open to new insights and experiences, fostering continuous growth and transformation. Buddha taught that the self is not a fixed entity, but a dynamic and ever-changing process. By releasing attachment to a fixed identity, we can experience a sense of liberation and interconnectedness with all beings. In today's fast-paced and often divisive world, Buddha's message is more relevant than ever. Letting go of rigid ideologies and adopting a flexible, open-minded approach can lead to personal liberation and deeper connections with others. By living in the present moment and staying open to new experiences, we can achieve true inner peace and harmony. Buddha's teachings remind us that true freedom comes from within, through mindfulness, compassion, and openness. The greatest teacher, Buddha's enlightenment, was not just a personal achievement. It was a profound revolution in spiritual consciousness. Buddha urged his followers to strive for their own awakening and inner light, transforming their lives and the world around them. This powerful message of self-reliance and personal transformation remains a cornerstone of his enduring legacy. Buddha's teachings emphasize that enlightenment is not an abstract concept, but a tangible and attainable state of being. Through dedicated practice and inner transformation, individuals can achieve profound insights and a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. This transformative process involves letting go of attachments, cultivating mindfulness and wisdom, and embracing a mindset of compassion and openness. The impact of Buddha's teachings on millions of people around the world is immeasurable. His wisdom has transcended cultural and geographical boundaries, inspiring individuals to seek inner peace and spiritual growth. Through practices, countless people have found guidance and solace in Buddha's teachings. His practical and accessible framework for overcoming suffering and achieving enlightenment resonates deeply with people from all walks of life. The timeless value of Buddha's teachings lies in their ability to address the fundamental aspects of human experience. Despite being over 2 millennia old, his insights into the nature of suffering, the importance of mindfulness, and the path to inner peace remain relevant today. In a world often marked by stress, division, and uncertainty, Buddha's message offers a beacon of hope and a path to personal and collective well-being. Buddha's legacy continues to inspire and guide millions of people in their quest for enlightenment. His teachings remind us that true transformation begins from within, and that by embracing mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, we can achieve a state of lasting peace and fulfillment. As we reflect on Buddha's profound impact, we are reminded of the enduring relevance of his wisdom and the potential for each of us to embark on our own journey of enlightenment. As we conclude this exploration of Buddha's teachings, consider this: how can the timeless wisdom of Buddha guide you in your own journey towards inner peace and enlightenment? Explore more of our videos to continue your path to understanding and transformation. Click on the next video to dive deeper into the profound teachings of Buddha and discover how you can apply his wisdom to your daily life.